to episode 2 of the Climate News Podcast. Story 1, July 21st, 2026. Recently, Canada was torched by 900 wildfires across the country, which created hazardous air quality in populated areas of Canada as well as the big cities in the United States. On July 15th, the air quality in Toronto is worse than anywhere else in the world based on the Air Quality Index. New York City ranked 5th on the same scale. The low air quality presents a serious danger to millions of people. A 7 or 151 to 200 or higher on the Air Quality Index scale is considered hazardous to the average person. Those with health conditions should be cautious with an AQI between 101 and 150. In many metropolitan areas, people were advised to wear KN95 masks, which filter out 95% of particulate matter, which makes up wildfire smoke. Particulate matter is very small and can easily penetrate the lungs. It may cause health effects long term. However, wildfires aren't all bad, as they are an important part of nature, as the burning helps clean up natural debris and helps seeds find a place in soil. In Canada, about 6 million acres of land have burned since January. However, human activities are helping create the perfect conditions for wildfires to start and spread. Climate change promotes extreme weather, especially over time. In Canada, the forest conditions have been very hot and dry. In fact, the precipitation in this spring was lower than predicted, only making things worse. Additionally, the recent heat wave isn't helping, as the heat and dryness not only makes it easier for fires to start, but also for them to spread as well. Following the dangerous smoke, United States President Donald Trump said his administration is filing a lawsuit against Canada for their lack of control over the forests. Meanwhile, the president has spent the last year gutting initiatives to reduce the impacts of climate change. Story 2. Recently, the northeastern United States, including the New York City metropolitan area, experienced a massive amount of rain following a long drought. The amount of sudden rainfall truly tested the sewage system and urban environment. During this massive rainfall, it became abundantly clear that the drain system cannot handle the amount of water falling from the sky. Why is this? The reason is the increasingly urbanized world we are living in. The sewage system in urban areas can only handle so much water before it begins to pool, which leads to flooding. Most rural areas generally do not deal with as much flooding as suburban areas do. This is because the rural areas aren't covered with impervious surfaces, which are surfaces or materials that cannot absorb water. So the solution is to create more natural spaces such as grassy fields or forested areas, which are able to absorb water, not perfectly, but better than concrete. Integrating more natural spaces would help lessen the impacts of extreme heat in urban centers, because the urban heat island effect, which means that having concrete or buildings around you during extreme heat will make you feel warmer, because the heat bounces off these surfaces and air onto you. Adding natural space would make it feel like you're in a forest, which has natural cooling effects from trees. We can only go so far with creating green spaces in urban areas. However, what we have done so far is clearly not enough. This concludes episode 2. Have a great day.